Iga Swiatek reflects on U.S. Open quarterfinal exit to Amanda Anisimova. Iga Swiatek's campaign for a second U.S. Open crown came to an abrupt end in New York after a straight sets defeat to Amanda Anisimova in the quarterfinals. The world number 2 was beaten 6-4, 6-3 by the American, just weeks after dismantling her 6-0, 6-0 in the Wimbledon final to secure her 6th Grand Slam title. The result halted Swiatek's 9-match winning streak, which included a title run at the WTA 1000 event in Cincinnati. Following the loss, the 24-year-old Pole faced the press and addressed her performance, Anisimova's resurgence, and a pointed exchange about whether she needs a mental break. On putting the loss into perspective, Swiatek dismissed the idea that the defeat overshadowed her strong summer run. "I know what I achieved. I can't erase it because I lost today. But I couldn't win this match playing like that, serving like that, especially with Amanda being so aggressive on the returns. I get it. On her performance, from the baseline, I felt it was good, but the serve made the difference. She was winning more points from her serve, and I struggled to land the first serve in. She returned well from my second serve, and that was decisive. On facing Anisimova so soon after Wimbledon, it didn't really matter for me. Everyone knows how Amanda can play. At Wimbledon, she didn't play well, but that doesn't mean she'll always make the same mistakes. She's a great player. I was ready for a tough match, and she won. On long match delays before taking the court, you have to be ready for that in a Grand Slam. It's not convenient, but that's tennis. No point overthinking it. You just have to adjust. On what was different about Anisimova this time, it was totally different. She moved better, played better. Everything was different. But it's not a surprise. I know how good she can be. On serving struggles, I didn't serve my best throughout the tournament, but because she returned so well, it was more noticeable. I wasn't practicing between matches anyway, so I just have to let it go and focus on the next one. On fatigue after a busy schedule, Swiatek paused before answering. I don't know. It's not like my matches here were exhausting. On whether she needs a mental break when asked if she needed time off mentally, Swiatek pushed back. Why would you say that? Talk to the people responsible for the schedule. We need to adjust. Do you need a mental break? When the journalist admitted they did, Swiatek replied sharply, "Well, then what are you doing here?" On Anisimova's ability to bounce back from Wimbledon, I don't know how she processed that loss. You'd need to ask her. But in tennis, you face heartbreaking defeats, and you have no other option but to move on and try to play better next time. This candid press conference showed Swiatek's honesty about her struggles, her respect for Anisimova's performance, and her unwillingness to accept suggestions that she might be mentally fatigued.